But Cassie actually in the Facebook group said, I don't generally do Christmas, but having a child in my life, my best friend's nephew, changed that a bit. This has been a favourite gift, a loose parts box. I got a free secondhand wooden chest from my local giveaway Facebook group, sanded it back, painted it with bright colours, and collected assortment of bits and pieces to put in it. Tubes, fabric, paper, etc. that the 3-year-old could make with things, and 4 years later it's still a valued activity. So this goes back. Prior proper planning prevents piss poor performance. I did prior.
Yeah, so did I. Prior preparation prevents piss poor performance.
That's 7.
What did you say again?
Prior, 1.
Preparation.
Prevents
piss poor performance.
I did prior proper. I think I did proper.
Prior.
Anyway, whatever. But this is the whole thing. And I get it. If you're really flat out and you don't have the headspace and you go to the shops last minute, you'll probably spend more because it'll be more impulsive. It'll be more, I need to get it done. I need to just do that tick box. But if you've got time and you put a plan in place, I think you can really do thoughtful gifts that are low cost and high impact and high value and high memory. What else has anyone else said?
Danica says, we wrap our gifts in sheets or tea towels to save on paper, or use paper from previous years to save on that and reuse. Gift-wise, we love a donated, second-hand or handmade gift with a low limit for the Secret Santa.
That's cool.
That's good. Emily says, also pro tip, do all your Christmas shopping during Black Friday sales so you get discounts, and also lowers your stress through the busy December month. I've done this for at least the last 4 years and it's great. That's a really good tip, isn't it? Because you're basically bookending when you're going to do it. You're leading yourself up to it in a way you've done.
Lindsay said, I used to give power banks specifically to people who always had low or no charge on their phones all the time. Sorry, falling asleep. You guys put me to sleep.
The rid's wearing off.
This is the trough.
But if you listen in order, this episode we're doing now, we are recording it at 1 p.m. and the one that was up next week we recorded before this
bouncing
week.
Off the walls.
So episode, I don't know why I did it in that order, but episode 845, which is this one, we recorded next week's, but first, whatever, irrelevant. Don't bury the lead. I'm tired. Power banks. That's a good practical gift.
Natasha says, daycare. As a whole centre gift, I give a box of mangoes, always much more appreciated than chocolate.
Someone else, and I don't know if we'll get to it, someone said they used to get a box of cherries to the workplace and they looked forward to it every year.
I like this from Danny. Always ask for books, but only read them once, and then they sit on a shelf. Moving forward, my family will send me a Christmas card with their top 5 books from the year, and the reason I love them, I'm going to keep each year's card and borrow the books from the library.
Oh, that's good.
The library is making a return.
The gift of thought and ideas.
Yeah.
Basically what we do on this show.
Who would have thought?
We give thoughts and ideas. Rach.
Pia says, anything handmade, the impact comes from the time and effort that goes into a handmade gift. I'm doing fun, colourful T-shirts for nephew and friends' kids this year. Most of the fabric was purchased around $6 to $10 a metre and can get 3 to 4 shirts out of each metre of fabric. So cost of materials is quite low, and I used a free downloadable pattern. So the main thing I'm gifting is really the time. Some of these I haven't finished. The hems for the sleeves, so please excuse that. Also, I know you could probably buy a kid's T-shirt for only a few dollars at Kmart or similar, but these were not made in a sweatshop, and I have to get in while I can before the kids learn that wearing homemade clothes is uncool or dorky. For anyone who wants to try some sewing for Christmas gifts but doesn't have a sewing machine and or overlocker at home, check out your local library makerspace. Many have sewing machines that you can use for free. The machine my local library has retails for about $1,800. So it's not a really basic budget machine either.
Want a drink of water after reading all that?
I do. But my favourite gift I've ever received in my life is was a handmade gift. And it was from my beautiful friend Emma. Hi, Emma. It was a crocheted blanket. And I think she would have taken a very long time to make it, but I treasure it more than anything I've been given.
Yeah, I've got some handmade pottery gifts at home, and they're really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, there's no way on the planet I can sit down and make T-shirts, nor that I want to. But if that's your shtick, you're going to get a really good outcome, and it's not going to cost much. Win-win.
It's great to be talented at something and then share that love.
It is. Courtney from our office does Rocky Road. She makes her own Rocky Road, and then she buys these glass jars and puts the Rocky Road in, puts a big ribbon around it, and I really look forward to that.
That's great. I'm going to message Courtney.
Yeah, my cousin, and as annoying as she is, so Carly will – hey, Carly, what up? She will do something handmade and put in a thing, and she knows I love salt and vinegar chips, and there'll always be a little salt and vinegar chip.
Yeah.
And then we had this thing going where we would re-gift something each year. So I just think it's fun, and we've got to stop spending all this money as a transaction, because if you think about it, if you go crazy and you're dropping $100 on everyone, right, before you know it, you've spent a butt ton of money. Come January or February, they've forgotten that you've even given them that.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Buy them something, and I'll talk about what I've used, and you would have heard it before if you've listened to the show, but something that's extremely practical and low cost, but still quality, and something that most people would not buy themselves. I can tell you that's where the actual value of the gift is.
Yeah, and it's not going to end up on the curbside in a couple of months.
No.
That's the thing, like an experience.
All right, what else have we got here? Han. We've been making traditional home-baked cookies covered in chocolate. This year we're doing hash cookies. Nah, joking, I hated that. People are actually asking for them leading up to Christmas every year.
Aww.
There you go. Can't beat a good cookie.
Far out. That's awesome.
Alison says, my 15-year-old son and I are obsessed with the $29.95 Body Shop strawberry body wash. They've made it grainy so it exfoliates with little black bits, so it's the most decent thing ever because it's like you're washing with strawberries like an emperor or something. I grew up on Imperial leather, so maybe it's a throwback from the fancy sticker.
I'm having
it feels insanely
PTSD from my Nana Pop's house.
Oh, how hard. That it was just all that was left was that sticker.
Yeah. There was always a hair on it.
Wasn't in my house, no. It feels insanely luxurious, and we get it for each other every birthday and Christmas, so it remains a special treat. Honestly, it's divine. They still make Imperial leather?
Oh, they would.
Surely.
They would. I remember Nan and Pop's house. It was out the back of Gloucester in a region called Wallenbar, and they had the tank water, and they had these big old-fashioned bath. But when we were going to have a bath as kids, you could only use that much water because we couldn't use all the water. I'm like, But yeah, honestly, anyone could buy me anything that's like citrus or lemon or lime flavour soap, hands like bar of soap because I use that. I'm using the goat's soap at the moment.
Yeah.
Billy Goat soap?
Yeah, from the pharmacy or whatever, wherever you get it. But like I've got the L'Occitane hand wash at home, the sink in like I just love anything citrusy.
Noted.
And yeah.
Noted.
Yeah. I also love when people, John, give me an envelope with maybe $1,000 cash.
Yeah, money in it.
Love that, John.
What about the subscription to toilet paper? That's a thoughtful one, isn't it? What's it called?
Who gives a crap?
Who gives a crap? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Well, I've just gone back to buying the I don't know, I just get click and collect delivered now, whatever it is, Woolworths. So yeah. Anyway.
Karina says, a book with handwritten favourite recipes, a gift that keeps on giving.
This is actually a good one from Steffi. Nice sunscreen, never goes astray and should be replaced annually anyway.
Yeah, funny story that. I was running with a mate yesterday and he said his friend who makes sunscreen has just got a contract with either Woolies or Coles, like 200,000 units. Yeah.
Wow. Shout out.
Like all healthy and Yeah.
Oh, when I was on my walk the other day, what do you think's more meaningful as an invention, sunscreen or Panadol? If you could only have one for the rest of your life.
For me, it'd be sunscreen. I use it much more frequently than Panadol.
I would use sunscreen more than Panadol, but is there Nurofen?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, definitely sunscreen.
Capsule or tablet?
I didn't say ibuprofen.
Oh, it's an
Yeah, I do
interesting walk.
sunscreen every day. Every day.
Pale skin.
Well, high risk. I've had the melanoma. So I've just got to.
It's my big skin cancer.
Ugh. It wasn't melanoma though. Was
No.
it? No.
No.
BCC or SCC.
Yeah, but it was a
or
big chunk out of
Yeah,
my
Oh,
'cause
really?
the
Never
roots
noticed
go
that.
through,
Yeah.
I've never looked at your neck. Courtney, we play a game. So everyone purchases one gift. Theme changes, but most years it's been second-hand, homemade, charity find, etc. Maximum $10 value, super cheap, but honestly the best fun. We have also played it with nicer gifts, max $20, but again, you can get super creative. And there's a photo of the rules.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stephanie said, and I think I just hope everyone listening, we're not going to spend all day here on this episode. It's just thought seeds. I just want to allocate 45 minutes for you to really get thinking and creative what you can do that saves money and that, like our immediate family, we don't even do gifts anymore. Like we just haven't because we're just not those type of feely gifty people anyway.
Yeah.
The kids, the niece and nephews, they've never had a gift from me for Christmas or birthday. They'll be getting a nice little investment account one day. So they'll rather do that for them. So so Stephanie said our family sets a budget and does Secret Santa for the adults and a low limit for the kids. Buy specials on long life items in the weeks leading up to Christmas when they are all half price. Don't forget things like toilet paper, tea, coffee for extra guests around this time. Build up Flybuys and Woolworths rewards points and cash out for Christmas. Buy gifts throughout the year. That's a good one as well, hey. Like if you see something.
When they're on sale or thought
grab
about
it.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good for so-and-so. Grab it, put it in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Make a wish list so you get what you want or things that help you throughout the year. Can't remember the last time I bought soap or perfume as I ask for these as gifts. Christmas is what you and your family make it. That's so true. It's not the date. Some of my best family Christmases have been after Christmas Day, as we may not get together until New Year's Day and buy things in the post-Christmas sales extra cheap.
I think the first point Stephanie makes about setting a budget is really important because if you've got, I don't know, 10 people, everyone's on different incomes, different ages, whatever. So I think it gives a level playing field, doesn't it? And some field, people don't feel as though, I can't afford that or I'm going to spend more. So then it makes that person look bad and yeah.
We have a $50 limit for the office Secret Santa.
We don't even do it here. Not that there's much people.
Maybe year one. Might do that
Hey,
as
Ryan,
well.
what do you want for Christmas? Go home early.
Secret
There's your
Santa.
present. There you go.
Liz says, I like to gift on a theme. One year I gave people sample packs of shampoo and conditioner bars. Bulk buy equals free shipping. And I think I got them in a sale too. Now half the family are converted to plastic free and other half love them for travel. I give my nibblings bamboo.
Nibblings?
It says nibblings.
Probably siblings.
Yeah, go out on
It
a
does-
limb on that
it
one.
does.
It's probably siblings, but there you go.
Bamboo, those brushes along W, a fun gift. Also, sorry.
Brushes along W. What do you mean?
With a fun gift.
I'm stuck on.
with.
I'm stuck on nibblings. Also, underwear W fun prints
With fun
With-
prints.
with fun prints. But
Not Woolworths.
I read very literally. Can buy all these things in bulk, and my siblings are glad it was one less thing they had to think about. And socks and undies are cool from an art, while they would be a boring present anyway. This year I'm doing photo presents, a calendar from my grandma full of her grandkids, mugs for friends to celebrate our friendship, photo book albums for the big family trip. we all went on, and just even to IKEA frames. People don't print photos anymore, so a good photo of you together is a really welcome. Takes a little bit to learn the website software, but once you've done it, it's really quick, and they have a lot of sales right now.
It's great. People have put a lot of time and effort into
thanks
this.
for producing the show. But this is it. This whole podcast show is because of the people that listen to it. So that's why we'll always do community-centered stuff. And to be honest, I actually don't like doing these type of episodes because I think they're a bit superficial and annoying, but it's even good for me because it gets me thinking about what can I do this year for the select few.
Yeah, I'm just going to print this off.
We tried to, but the printer jammed. Another book or another gift is the book. The only book that you'll ever need, John.
Sort your property out.
I was going to say the New Testament, but
Still here.
I think so. On our website we sell all our books now direct. Books, there is a present. You can get the most rich person in the world and the poorest, and that is a book. And I know that old mate before was like, you don't read them or you read them once, but a good maybe non-fiction book. One year I actually purchased, I think 30 books by Matthew Walker while we sleep, and then another 30 Atomic Habits. And when they first came out, and I pretty much gave everyone either a copy of those two books.
Yeah, cool.
$20 a book.
I actually followed that lead. Must have been the year after you did it.
So if you want to buy, and even email us ASAP, if you do want to buy a bulk, any of our books, like a Quick Start Guide to Investing or the Sort Your Property Out book or the career book, just flick us an email because I'll do some type of deal if we've got the stock. But that could be a good way to add value and change someone's life. Speaking of which, Emily, you dirty dog, buy them a copy of Barefoot Investor or the Other Money book. I wonder what other money books there could be. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, this is okay. This is interesting. Food scales. That's a niche gift.
But amazing. Encourages healthy portion control.
Yeah. Oh, and then she's got the reasons. Voucher for an experience. Doesn't go to landfill. That's good.
Yeah, it's good. Or they sit in your top drawer.
Reusable coffee cup. Healthy way to drink takeaway coffees. Don't ever buy me one of them, anyone.
Yeah, I never really took to those.
Well, I've got one that I use, but I don't need another 5.
I got it at Glee.
You did? Yeah, there you go. Shout out Glee Coffee.
Go on, Glee.
Good quality water bottle.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, although don't buy me one because I got my own. Osto or Cairo voucher promotes well-being.
That's one where you mightn't like that person. Like you might have your own Cairo,
New mugs and tea promotes well-being and ritual. Lunch bag promotes homemade meals for work. Ooh, red light bulb / lamp promotes better sleep. A lot of promotion going on here. Pity she didn't promote our book, not old mate's book, and not whatever it is, another book. We'll take a break. I need to press reset on my soul. We'll be back right after this. Hey, it's Glenn here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. You made it to the end. Can I ask a favor? Can you hit that like button and maybe hit subscribe if you want to get notified when we release further videos just like this one, whether you watch the Money, Money, Money podcast or Retire Right. And remember, if you want to learn more about investing, I've got an investing book, The Quick Start Guide to Investing, and there's a link in the description to get your hands on a copy. Thank you so much. Bye.